Good morning, students. In the previous lecture, we have discussed question number 1 to 5. Okay. Now I'm going to start question number 6 of the exercise 4.1. Question number 6 is find the difference between the cubes of each pair using the pattern. In the fifth question, we have done with the help of formula. Okay. In the question number 6, again we have to implement a formula. This is a formula of pattern. Okay, and with that formula you can able to find out difference between the cubes. Okay, two pairs are given to you in every part: 18, 19, 25, 26, 100, 101, 77, 78. Okay, means this number is n, this number is n plus 1. N plus 1. Okay, means next number n plus 1, n plus 1, n plus 1. Okay, so these numbers are given to you. You have to find out the difference between the cubes with the help of pattern. Okay, now let's start with the question. Question number 6. In the question number 6, we have to take these two as n. Okay, this is also n, this is also n. The formula of pattern is n multiply 3 multiply 3 plus 1. This is a formula of pattern. Okay, the thing is that you have to know, you must know this thing, that this number is n and this number is n plus 1. Okay, n plus 1 means next number. These two are the consecutive numbers, consecutive. Okay, one after the next. Okay, now one is n is 18 and n plus 1 is 19. Okay, in the formula you can write the formula in this way: n multiplied by n plus 1 or n. Okay, you can denote both as n. Okay, or you can write this number as n or n plus 1. Okay, are you getting my point? Now next is multiply with 3 plus 1. Now put the value of n. Okay, first n is your 18, next n is your 19. Okay, multiply with 3 plus 1. Okay, now multiply 18 into 19, 342. Multiply 3 plus 1, 342 multiply by 3, 1026 plus 1 is equal to 1027. Okay, so the difference of the cube, okay, the difference of both the cubes is equal to 1027. You will not take out the answer with the other method. Okay, might be you are thinking that you can take out the cube of this, then cube of this, and then you can find out a difference. Okay, but the thing is that in the question they have mentioned that by using the pattern, this is the formula of pattern: n into 3 plus 1. This is your first n, this is your second n. Second n is always n plus 1. Okay, multiply 3 plus 1 and you can take out the answer by putting the values of n. Okay, now there are 4 parts: A, B, C and D. Okay, and now I have discussed part number A. Now I am going to start part number D. 2 parts I am giving you for the homework. Do it very carefully. It is very simple. Now here again, let's suppose this is your n, this is your next n. Okay, now pattern, by using the pattern formula, n multiply 3 plus 1. This n is 77. Next n is n plus 1, that is equal to 78. Multiply with 3 plus 1. Multiply these two, it is equal to 6006. It is 3 and it is 1. Now multiply this. First of all you will multiply these two. Okay, then you will multiply these two. Okay, answer will be 1808 plus 1 is equal to 18019. Okay, so in this way we will take out the answer. So you have to do both the parts very carefully. Okay, and after that you have to solve. First of all, do in the practice notebook, solve the questions, whatever parts I'm giving you for the homework, and then you can note down the questions in the fair notebook. Okay, after matching the answer from the back of the book. Now next question is question number 7. Question number 7 is express 15625 as the product of prime factors. You take out the prime factors. Okay, take out the factors, prime factors. without actually prime factorization, factorizing it, or prime factorization. Means without using prime factorization, you have take out the prime factors. Okay, there are so many methods to do a question, but you have to read out the statement, what is given in the statement. Some students are reading that, they are just reading the statement. Okay, we have to find out the prime factors. Okay, they are going to take out the, they are taking out the prime factorization. But read out the statement first of all. It is given that without prime factorization. Okay, so if you will do with prime factorization, the question will be wrong. Okay, do without prime factorization. This is your question 15625. Now this is a method to solve the question without prime factorization. Write down 15625 it is equal to 25 cube. You know very well. Okay, if you will learn cubes up to 30, then you can able to understand, you will able to know that this is a cube of 25. 15625 is a cube of 25. I'm writing 25 whole cube, and then I'm writing this in this way, 25 multiply 25 multiply 25. Up to here is simple. Now what is this 25? This 25 is 5 square, obviously, yes. Okay, 25 is 5 square, multiply next 25 is again 5 square, next 25 is again 5 square. Okay, up to here is clear. Okay, now this 5 square is 5 multiplied by 5, this is 5 multiplied by 5, this is 5 multiplied by 5. Okay, so therefore product of prime factors, therefore the prime factors are, these are the prime factors, 1 2 3 4 5 6 times 5. Okay, and you have to put a multiply sign because question is find out the product of prime factors. Okay, so write down these 6 times 5 in this way, 5 multiply 5 multiply by 5 multiply 5 multiply 5 multiply by 5. This is your answer. Okay, open the cube. Okay, then these single terms of 25 you have to split into 5 square, 5 squares, 5 square. Now you have to write down this 5 square as a 5 multiplied by 5, 5 multiplied by 5, 5 multiplied by 5. Now this is the answer. These are the 6 times 5s. Okay, 6 times 5 are the prime factors, and you have to put multiply sign in between, then it is the product of prime factors. Simple it is. Okay, now next we'll move to the question number 8. Question number 8 is given you in the form of table. You have to do this question properly in the fair notebook, because you cannot write down the directly answer. You have to solve the question. Question is, check whether the following numbers are perfect cubes or not by prime factorizing them and fill the following table. First of all, you have to take out the prime factorization of these numbers. Then see to it that in the prime factorization, the prime factors which you are making, they are in cubes or not. If they are in cubes, then it is a perfect square. If it is not in a cube, then write down no, and write down smallest number to be multiplied or divide. Whichever number you are going to multiply or divide, then you have to write down here operation. If you are using multiplication, then write down multiplication operation. If you are using division, then write down division operation. Okay, and this way we'll complete the table in the fair notebook. Okay, now A part is 972. I'm going to take out the prime factorization. Prime factorization of 972 is 2, 486 972, then 2, 243 then it will go on 3 table 81, then 3 table 27, then 3 table 9, then 3 table 3, and then 1. Okay, now these are the prime factors. These left hand side are always the prime factors. If anybody will ask you in the LCM or in the prime factorization, what are the prime factors? These are the prime factors. These. Okay, these are prime numbers, and these are the prime factors of this number, particular number. So now see to it which number is repeating 3 times. 2 is coming 2 times, 3 is repeating 3 times, and this 3 is 2 times. Okay, so now this is 1 cube, Okay, this is one cube, other two are not in a cube, other two are not in a cube. If any number is left as single or without cube, then the answer is it a perfect cube? No, your answer will be no. Now, smallest number to be multiplied. If I have to make this number as a cube, then by which number I will multiply this or divide this? Okay, now see to it. This is 2, 1 pair, this is 3, 1 pair. Okay, if I have to make it cube, I have to multiply with 2. Yes or no? I want one more 2, then it will be a cube, and I want one more 3, then it will be a cube of 3. Okay, so I want 1 time 2 and 1 time 3. I want these two numbers. Okay, so I have to multiply smallest number to multiply. So I will multiply with 2 multiply with 3 is 6. So I will multiply with 6. Okay, 1 time 2 and 1 time 3. Got it? Okay, now the next part is which operation you have used here. So you can simply say that operation used is multiplication. Okay, so these three are the answers. First of all, you have to take out, see to it, first of all take out the prime factorization. Just do it. Take out the prime factorization. Okay, then give the answer. Is it a perfect cube or not? Then give the answer. By which number you are going to multiply, divide? Then write down here 2 and 3. Okay, so you have used a multiplication operation, so you have to mention it multiplication operation. Okay, now the next question is, the next part is 2662. Okay, now see to it. I'm going to tell you now the part number B. Okay, when we'll take out the prime factorization of this, it is 2662. 2, it will go on 2 table first of all. On 2 table it will go on 1331. 1331 will go on 11. Then it will go on 11. Then again 1. Okay, on 11. Now there is the 11 is coming three times. Okay, so it is a cube of 11, but 2 number is left as single. 2 number is left as single. Okay, so if there are, now I want to tell you one more point. If 2 is coming 2 times, then you have to multiply with 1 time more. Okay, if 2 is coming single time, then you have to divide with 2. Okay, if the number is coming 2 times, then you have to multiply with one more number. If the number is coming 1 time only, then you can simply divide with that number. Okay, if I divide this number with 2, then 2 will go. Okay, then 2 will not be there. Okay, so now what is left? Only 11 cube is left. So if 11 cube will be left, then this number will be a perfect cube. Okay, right now this is not a perfect cube because 2 is left as single. So question is it a perfect cube? No. Smallest number to be divided, which number we are going to divide? We are going to divide with 2. If I divide with 2, then 2 and 2 will be removed. Okay, 2 will be removed. Okay, now which operation you have used? Operation used is equal to division. This is the answer. Got it? This is B part. I'm going to now tell you now part number C. I'm doing part number A, B and C. These two parts are the homework. These two you have to do by own. Okay, now 972, 2662, 15625. These 3 parts I have done. Now see part number C, 15625. Take out the prime factorization. Okay, it will go on 5 table, then 5, then 5, then 5, then 5, then 5. Now tell me, 5 is coming 3 times here and 3 times here. So no number is left as single. Okay, or tell me first of all, I have to multiply with any number or I have to divide with any number in this question? No, there is no need. There is no need to divide with any number or to multiply with any number. Okay, because already there are 2 cubes. Okay, this is a 5 cube, this is again 5 cube. Okay, so question is it a perfect cube? Yes, it is a perfect cube. Okay, so there are two more parts now. Let's write down, like we are writing here, which by which smallest number you divide or multiply. No need to mention anything now. Operation used, no. Smallest number you have divided, no. Okay, or you can write in here that smallest number by which it is divided or multiply, you can write simply no. Okay, and operation used, then you can write it none. No operation we have used. Okay, because it is a perfect cube. Got it? This is a part number C. Okay, now we have done question number 6th, 7th and 8th. Okay, solve all the parts whatever parts I have given you for the homework. Okay, so solve the parts properly in the practice notebook and then go for the fair work. Okay, next two questions we'll discuss in the next lecture. Okay, bye bye and take care.